Why do you feel lonely? Have you ever felt so lonely that it seemed like everything around you was turning its back on you? I have been in that situation, and I understand this feeling very well. It's like standing in the middle of a crowd, but feeling completely isolated. Like no one understands you, no one stands up for you. And I know, if you feel this way right now, you are not alone. In fact, we all go through these phases in life. I remember, just a week ago, I was in a state of despair. It felt like everything was falling apart. Work, relationships, and even the people around me. But after some time, I realized that these feelings were not caused by others. They were caused by the way I was perceiving and facing life. And today, I want to share with you how I learned to rise from these challenges. Accepting negative emotions. Anger is not your enemy. When we feel angry or disappointed, we tend to think of these as negative emotions to avoid. But in reality, anger is a very powerful and valuable emotion. This emotion is not meant to blame others, but to help us recognize that there is an issue in our life that needs to be addressed. Not long ago, I had a serious argument with my mother. I always felt like the black sheep in my family, with no one to defend me, no one standing up for me. I was angry with my mother for never standing up for me, for never protecting me when I needed it. But when I looked back, I realized that anger was not meant to punish my mother, but to remind myself that I need to protect myself, not rely on others. Anger helps us realize what is wrong in our lives. Don't try to avoid this emotion. Instead, face it and understand what it is telling you. Learning to stand up. You must protect yourself. Life is not always smooth. And I think if everything was always easy, we would never grow. Sometimes we have to face tough situations, but it is from these situations that we learn the most important lesson: to protect ourselves. At one point in my life, I had to stand up and protect myself instead of waiting for others to do so. And I realized that when you start taking care of yourselves, when you start standing up for yourself, you will feel stronger than ever. One story I want to share is about a difficult decision I had to make when my current job no longer brought me joy. Although I was anxious about the change, I decided to quit my old job and pursue my passion. It was a big decision, but I knew that if I didn't take action and change, I would never find true satisfaction in life. Never wait for someone else to protect you. Be the first one to stand up for yourself and take control of your life. When life changes, old things must go for new ones to come. When you feel like everything is chaotic and your life is at a dead end, remember that this could be an opportunity for change. Sometimes we have to let go of things that no longer serve us to make room for something better. I remember once, I asked the universe, I asked God to guide me on the path I wanted. And then, an event happened that I never expected. I was kicked out of my house. At that time, I felt so hurt, as if everything was against me. But when I look back, I realized that this was a turning point that helped me find the career I was passionate about. Life wasn't easy for me, but it was in these difficulties that I found myself. Sometimes, you need to lose something to gain something better. The changes in life, even if difficult, always bring opportunities for growth, belief in the universe's guidance. Finally, I want to share with you something very important. We are never alone in this life. Everything happens for a reason. And if you trust the universe or God, you will see that life will guide you in the right direction. Every time I felt exhausted and wanted to give up, I would find signs from the universe helping me continue. In fact, I have faced many major challenges, but after each one, I realized that the changes in life were purposeful. And when I look back, I see that I never had to face difficulties alone. Trust the guidance of the universe. The challenges you face are not random. They are teaching you important lessons to help you grow and develop. Take care of yourself and trust the process. Life will not always be easy, but it is in these challenges that we learn to grow and develop. Never give up on yourself. Love yourself. Stand up for yourself, and trust that good things will come to you if you open yourself up to receive them. If you are feeling difficult emotions, remember that all the negative feelings you are experiencing are opportunities for you to learn and grow. Don't fear change, and don't let others make you feel unworthy. You are the only one who can decide the course of your life.